evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. I'm Jim Fuller. In tonight's news, the Marion County Sheriff's Department will receive some major funds from a drug forfeiture case. The Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security's Identity Crimes Unit is urging all citizens to protect themselves against identity crimes during the holidays, and will bring you video highlights from the Manchester Christmas Parade and Tullahoma's Old Town Christmas Stroll. We'll have those stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
The Russell Barnett Automotive family would like to wish you and yours a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. For the past 34 years, we've proudly served you in the new and pre-owned automotive industry. We look forward to serving you many years to come. We have over 1,000 vehicles to choose from at russellbarnett.com. That's Russell Barnett Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, GMC, and Ford of Winchester, and Russell Barnett Ford and Kia of Tullahoma. That's russellbarnett.com. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
When you're running late headed to that sporting event or horse show and hungry but need gas, you don't have to choose which to get. Just stop at any Quick Mart, where gas prices are normal and the food is outstanding. Burgers, fries, salads, sub sandwiches, chicken strips, egg rolls, even pizza can be picked up while the gas is pumping. Stop by any Quick Mart today and not only save time, but enjoy some good cooking, southern hospitality, and prices you can live with.
Looking for a unique gift for someone special, or perhaps something just for yourself? Then you need to check out Grady Mac Denim Company, right here in the heart of Tullahoma. Grady Mac features the full line of men's and women's Lucky brand apparel. Stop in and check out our denim production line. Grady Mac offers a full line of outdoor sporting apparel and much more. And check out our custom fly fishing equipment, fine art, and signed sports memorabilia. There's something for everyone at Grady Mac Denim Company, the most unique store in Tullahoma.
Welcome back. The Marion County Sheriff's Department has landed a financial windfall resulting from interruption of a major marijuana drug dealing ring. Sheriff Ronnie Burnett says his department will get $750,000 in drug forfeitures following an investigation that took place over multiple years. The investigation broke up a pot ring spanning from Texas to southeastern Tennessee. Burnett says a Whitwell man and his Texas accomplice were responsible for smuggling some 1,000 pounds of the illegal weed over a 7-year period. The pair was charged in 2011. Agents seized cash and vehicles worth nearly $960,000 in connection with the crime. A court order awarded 80% of the forfeiture to Marion County, the lead agency in the case. Sheriff Burnett says the one-time infusion will be used to step up drug enforcement in the county. The Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security's Identity Crimes Unit is urging all citizens to protect themselves against identity crimes, including theft and fraud. During this holiday season, according to Javelin Strategy and Research, 13.1 million consumers across the country suffered identity fraud last year. That's an increase of 500,000 from the previous year and marks the second highest level on record. It was also revealed that 44% of all fraud involved an online transaction. In 2013, identity theft accounted for 14% of all complaints recorded by the Federal Trade Commission, leading the list of top consumer complaints. The Identity Crimes Unit offers these tips to help keep holiday shoppers safe. When paying by credit card, don't allow clerks to put your receipts in your bag. Instead, carry them in your wallet where they are safer and less likely to fall out. Also watch cashiers, waiters, and bartenders, ensuring that they don't skim or save your card number for later use. When paying by check, never allow merchants to write your Social Security number on the check. Use a gel pen, preferably black, to write checks, which will permeate the fibers and make it difficult for the check to be cleaned and reused. When shopping online, be careful of wireless internet connections. Only use those that require a security key or certificate. Never offer personal information, especially your Social Security number. Read customer reviews before ordering. Use a credit card and not a debit card. This protects your personal funds and prevents thieves from gaining access to funds in your bank account. When shopping in stores, you should also avoid carrying a Social Security card, birth certificate, passport, bank information, or paychecks. Be sure to check your bank statements, credit card bills, and credit reports often. This will help to avoid any efforts to use your identity. If you have been the victim of an identity crime, you can get information and help by downloading a resource kit for identity theft victims from the tn.gov website. New derivatives of the famous Jack Daniel's Tennessee Sippin' whiskey line distilled in Lynchburg lifted second quarter profits for its Louisville, Kentucky-based parent company. Brown-Forman Corporation says growing sales of Jack Black and its offshoots offset slack demand from some of its other products. The Jack Daniel's line grew by 7% in the first half of the fiscal year, led by double-digit growth of its Tennessee Honey Sour Mash offering, which has been expanded into overseas markets. Brown-Forman says its cinnamon-flavored Tennessee Fire label will be offered across the country this spring. The company says Jack Daniel's sales offset drops in vodka and other offerings. The Sour Mash brand is produced in Moore County since the early 1950s. Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
Let the Smokehouse be your mountain getaway destination in beautiful Monteagle, Tennessee. Enjoy our cabins, restaurant, and old general store. Shop thesmokehouse.com featuring homemade barbecue sauces, jellies, and many other fine Tennessee products. Our live Music on the Mountain series features some of the best local and Nashville talent every Friday and Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. No cover, kids welcome.
Are you a shoeanista with no place local to find your style? Well, now you don't have to travel any further than Bren's Shoe Boutique, located at the Village on Jackson, 1940 North Jackson Street, Suite 120 in Tullahoma. From funky to formal, you can find the fit and style that will make you smile at Bren's. A shoeanista herself, owner Brenda Kemp offers brands like Rocket Dog, Jessica Simpson, Mia, Nine West, J. Renee, Bandolino, and more. Want that accessory splash that none of your friends have? Bren's offers a selection of one-of-a-kind handbags and jewelry with just the right bling. So if your shoe selection doesn't stack up, find what you've been looking for at a price you can afford at Bren's Shoe Boutique, now open in Tullahoma.
Welcome back. The City of Manchester held their annual Christmas parade last Saturday night. Let's watch some highlights from that event.
We got first up, we got the Manchester Police Department in a brand new car donated by the Patel family here in Manchester. We got it fixed up, looking good, looking slick. Got Assistant Chief Adam Floyd driving. We're going to take that car to school, Rob, and we're going to show the kids, get the kids interested, get them out, talk to them about positive choices. That's what we're going to do with the car.
That's good. Don't think you're going to outrun the police when you're driving that. Next up, we got the Coffee County Central High School Air Force Junior ROTC.
Looking good, looking good. Appreciate y'all being here, guys. Let's stepping strong. Arrest that Grinch!
Oh, they're company. They're company the Grinch.
The Grinch has been a bad boy. We're going to put him in timeout a little while. Maybe he'll come back and be good. Coffee County Sheriff's Department. Manchester Fire Department. Manchester Fire Department, Chief DeShields, and the boys.
Tullahoma Fire Department. Thank you, guys. Thank y'all. I like the dog. Hey, dog.
Truck number 1. Hey, Chief, what's going on, buddy? Miss Jean Wilson, Grand Marshal, the parade this year. Merry Christmas, Miss Wilson.
Here's the Coffee County Search and Rescue. Got the boat hooked up.
Coffee County Sheriff Steve Graves and family. Thank you, Sheriff. Thank you for being here. Uh-oh, the Grinch getting a hug from the Sheriff. Thank you. Thank you. Coffee County Sheriff's Department with a beautiful float.
North Coffee Elementary School. Okay. Hey, Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas, North Coffee.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Thunder Radio.
Everybody on the float.
That's the Zaxby's chicken.
That's the frozen.
That's a great float.
They look frozen. That's the Cub Scout. Boy Scout.
What's your
Cub Scout pack 365 and the Boy
Out of
Scout
Lynchburg.
pack 502. Lynchburg got an airplane.
Man, that looks good. That's a nice float. It's a Candyland theme, and we got a nice
Oh,
float.
we got a truck steering in the back. It's all crooked. This is a Huff and the Puff.
The Huff and
Huff
Puff.
and Puff trucker with the little truck.
Think
got big
again.
trucks.
Huff and Puff. Huff and Puff.
Oh, here's the big Huff and Puff right here. That's the little one. This is the big one.
Looks like the big one might have pulled the little one. The Midget Riders are here.
Part of the American Legion folks on the motorcycle.
All the Freedom Riders. That's good. Thank y'all for being here. Appreciate you guys. These guys, they escort the veterans to their Freedom Ride to Washington every year. Appreciate all they do.
Coffee County Central High School band is coming up. Right after this John Cup. I think they're going to play a Christmas song.
That'd be cool. That'd be very cool. Yeah, well, how y'all doing, man? Y'all look good out there on Friday nights. Hope y'all's competition's going well. A lot of hard work goes in the band. A lot of hard work. Appreciate you guys. I always want to be in the drum line, Rob.
Yeah.
Shake it, Red Rover. Shake it now. Come on.
Mark Lemon's Construction, that's an awesome float.
Merry Christmas, Mark Lemons. Merry Christmas.
Wow, that's a
Lots of
lot
lights, man. Those are cool.
Oh, look here. Look
The
at
city
band.
of Manchester.
Santa Claus is in the house.
Nice horn. How you doing, Jamie? Looking good, looking good. Hold on. Got a big, nice float.
There's Santa Claus right there.
Let's don't forget the Tourism and Community Development Commission.
And Run Lady Auto Parts.
Got lots of little children on the float. Good to see you guys.
Hey, Santa
There's
Claus.
Jolly O, St. Nick.
I've been good all year, I promise.
I've been a good boy, Chief Yogi, YOGI.
More Newsleader on 6 is coming up in just a moment.
Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac is your one-stop truck shop for any kind of truck you're looking for.
The all-new 2015 Chevrolet Colorado is here. Plus, we've got cab and chassis and dualies.
And a full-size pickup truck selection that goes on for miles.
And a huge selection of certified pre-owned and used trucks galore.
Check out all our inventory online at stanmcnabb.com or ILikeBigTrucks.com. Remember, Stan McNabb is a dealer that always has more trucks for less bucks.
Some of life's decisions are more important than others, such as choosing the right funeral home for pre-arrangements or for the care of a loved one who has passed away. And if you choose cremation, the decision is even more important because many funeral homes don't own or operate their own crematory. Here at Manchester Funeral Home, we not only own and operate our own crematory, but it's the only crematory in Coffee County. We do not leave the county or the state for cremations. Your loved one never leaves our care, and we are able to keep prices affordable for all budgets. It's cremation you trust, the quality we insist on, and so should you. When you see cremation you trust, you know you've chosen the best. Manchester Funeral Home, our family caring for your family.
Whoa, that was a rough landing. Ho, 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 ho. Boy, sure is warm and cozy in here thanks to Stroops. I think I'll take me a long winter's nap.
May you rejoice in the perfect gift, our Savior, Jesus Christ, the perfect joy, the perfect peace. To all of you, we wish
Merry Christmas.
Welcome back. The two primary sponsors of Tennessee's effort to legalize the cultivation of industrial hemp, Representative Jimmy Faison and Senator Frank Nicely, spoke recently with TNReport.com about how they want the Department of Agriculture to promote the new crop, not stifle it with regulations and exorbitant licensing fees.
If we can get people to realize, Tennesseans to realize, there's a vast difference in hemp and marijuana and the two plants, and there are way too many regulations, federally and statewide right now, on a simple plant called hemp. And going forward in the next couple of years, if we handle this right, 10 years from now, Tennessee is going to have a massive economic boom if we handle it right. If we stifle it with all these regulations that are unneeded, we're going to struggle and we're never going to get there. So I hope going forward that they'll take some of the comments. This former Marine, the Marine, the elder gentleman, he got up and spoke. He was dead on. This is not marijuana. This is a wonderful plant that God gave us that we can use a lot of vast different ways. So yeah, we don't want to go too many regulations. I don't want to stifle it.
Right. Expect that people will be growing hemp in Tennessee next spring?
Yeah, I'm excited about that. I know that the Department of Ag told me that a few people have already applied for some permits to be able to grow it, and I think in the next couple of years you're going to see hemp growing all throughout the state. And like, we need to realize that we were the #1 state in America for growing hemp before World War II. So I'd love to see us get back there.
See, the Secretary of Agriculture has asked the Justice Department in Washington to separate marijuana from industrial hemp. Right now it's all in together. If they would do that one thing, that would make our life a lot simpler down here. If they would just separate industrial marijuana from industrial hemp, separate the two in the code in Washington, make all the difference in the world. Well, I appreciate this huge turnout, a lot of interest, and I think the department should have gotten the message that people don't want a lot of rules and regs. And people ask me, they say, why did you give them the ability to put fees on this thing? And I said, well, it's simple. We had to make the bill revenue neutral before we could get it passed. We couldn't pass a bill without a fiscal note. It's going to cost the state anything, the governor would flag it. So we had to make it revenue neutral. We had no time intended for the Department of Agriculture to get rich on it. We want their fees to just barely cover their expenses, and over time, as more people get involved, their fees should decrease.
So you're okay with the starting point of what the fees are right now?
I am, because you've got to get started. We've got to get started, and I think the fees are higher now than they'll ever be in the future. I think as time goes on and more people get involved, fees will go down, and hopefully we can abolish all the fees and turn it loose. The thing you got to remember, industrial hemp has never been illegal. It's never been illegal. You could go to Canada and buy a truckload and sell it on the market square. The only thing's illegal is letting farmers raise it. So it's almost like a protection issue. This bill was passed to protect the Canadian farmers from honest competition from American farmers. Like I said, one time Tennessee was the #1 hemp producer. We produced hemp for the Confederate Navy back in the Civil War. Long history of hemp.
TNReport.com also spoke with Dr. Warren Gill, a professor at MTSU, who is looking forward to the many research and development opportunities that will arise when the state's farmers start growing industrial hemp on a large scale.
I'm Warren Gill. I'm the Director of Agribusiness and Agriscience at Middle Tennessee State University.
So you're doing some research with some hemp, right? Can you talk about just a little bit about what that's about?
Basically, we're in early stages. We're open-minded. We're still regulated too. No, we aren't actually doing research, but the reason we're here at this meeting, the reason that I've been tracking this is that we are interested in as we can go with the regulations and as working with the state, working with the Hemp Association, and trying to see what role we can play not only in the research but also helping educate the public about how when the time is right we can go about doing this the correct way.
Now you were specifically you're doing some work with hempcrete or like a concrete product or something?
That's probably the thing that has intrigued us the most, because we do have I'm going to say that we have the best concrete industry program in the United States. MTSU is very proud of that program, and the head of the department, Dr. Heather Brown, has expressed an interest in the hempcrete. So probably if you ask us what our primary purpose right now from the agriculture side will be growing it for use in hempcrete. And it's a fascinating product. We've seen samples of it. We've had some people that have gone to Colorado where they're already building a number of houses with it, and it's a strong, light, concrete product that I think has tremendous potential.
So are you optimistic that there will be hemp crops in the ground in Tennessee next year? And
I think there's a good chance. Optimistic, yeah, but there's always little things that happen. So I won't be realistic, but let's say I hope it works.
What do you think are the biggest kind of like hurdles to get over? Because obviously Kentucky, they were trying, they were doing it last year, and clearly they'll be doing it again. And what is the hold up?
It's perception. We know that, and you say it out loud, it is not the same as marijuana. They're in the same big family, but it is not the same. The public hasn't quite gotten that message out there yet. Industrial hemp it should not be tied in with marijuana in any way, and the producers know that. That's why I think you heard today some of the producers are saying we need to embrace these regulations because that keeps us separate from any of that part of the business. We're in that little phase right now. It's a place for education, and so I'm an educator. I think most of the education community is willing to work with it and get that through.
We'll be right back after these messages.
You made the time and the sacrifice to broaden their horizons, to see their smiles, but mostly to make lifelong memories. We think it's time to do it again, just the two of you. Don't let illness or injury slow you down. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live well.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Welcome back. The annual Old Town Christmas Stroll was Tuesday night in Tullahoma. John Gray brings us this video of Peggy Burton's voice students from the South Jackson Civic Center.
A spaceman came traveling on a ship from afar. 'Twas light years of time since his mission did start, and over a village he halted his craft, and it hung in the sky like a star, just like a star. He followed a light and came down to a shed where mother and child lying there on a bed. A bright light of silver shone around his head, and he had the face of an angel, and they were afraid. The stranger spoke, he said, "Do not fear. I come from a planet a long way from here, and I bring a message for mankind to hear." And suddenly the sweetest music filled the air. It went la 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 peace and goodwill to all men, and love for the child. This lovely music went trembling through the ground, and many were wakened by hearing the sound. And travelers on the road, the village they found, by the light of that ship in the sky, which shone all around. And just before dawn, at the
Pet of the week this week at the Tullahoma Animal Shelter is a gentle hound mix named Rusty. Rusty entered the shelter as an owner turn-in in November of last year. He is 4 years old and great with other dogs and children. Rusty has been neutered and vaccinated. The shelter believes that Rusty would make an excellent family pet. Be sure to check out the Tullahoma Shelter on Facebook for upcoming events and fundraisers. Remember, you can help support your local shelter by adopting, donating, or volunteering. For more details, contact Teresa at 454-9580. The Tullahoma Animal Shelter is located at 942 Maplewood Avenue. The Coffee County Humane Society's featured pet this week is Frosty. Frosty is a mature tan and white lab mix who needs a good home. The shelter also has many other dogs available for adoption at 1210 Oakdale Street in Manchester. The hours of operation at the shelter are 7:30 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. The shelter's phone number is 723-2711 or 723-2730. Donations for animal care can be made to the Coffee County Humane Society by sending it to Post Office Box 252, Manchester 37349, and their website is www.coffeehumane.org. We'll be right back with your weather forecast.
The year-end inventory reduction sale is going on right now at Russell Barnett Kia of Tullahoma. We have a field full of cars, and purchase any of these cars out of dealer inventory and receive invoice pricing. Check out this 2015 Kia Forte, yours today, $17,995. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. Inventory reduction sale at invoice pricing, only at Russell Barnett Kia of Tullahoma. Why buy anywhere else?
Grill 'em at Gillum's, Tullahoma.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time. In today's weather history, our record high was in 2007 and the high was 74 degrees. Record low was in 1937 at 2 degrees. The average high on this day is 51 and the average low is 31. Partly cloudy weather expected for tonight with a low of 28. Mostly sunny weather in your forecast for Friday with a high of 52 and a low of 31. On Saturday, partly sunny weather in the forecast with a high of 55 and a low of 32. By the way, for you folks who might be interested in watching the replays of the Tullahoma Christmas Parade, the Manchester Christmas Parade, and the Tullahoma Community Choir, that information about when those replays occur is listed on our Facebook page. That's you go to facebook.com/PHead Productions to find all that information. And that's our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.